Hey guys, I'm your host Triple C. How's everyone doing today? Today, I'm going to do something fun and go over all desert vehicles. We went over the Arctic vehicles a few videos ago. Today, we're doing desert vehicles, and there's a lot. So let's go over them, have some fun, talk about them, and tell me your favorite ones when we're done with the video. There's a lot of great ones in this list, so let's check them out. Alright, first up, we are going to start off with the Snake Shark armor. Where is my controller? There it is. Okay, the Snake Shark armor was released in the first wave of Alpha vehicles in the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra toy line in 2009. It included the driver scrap iron version 7. The Snake Shark ATV was also available in the Sam's Club exclusive Snake Shark ATV version Armored Panther in a Desert Duel set. It's a pretty cool vehicle and it would work great for the desert. We always use more ATVs. The Ferret and the Tiger Paw are awesome vehicles. I'm surprised we haven't seen another one yet. Then we have the Faux Striker. The Faux Striker was released part of a Desert Duel set in 50th anniversary line of 2015. The set included the Cobra Air Trooper version 3, Chuckles version 5, Elite Horseman, and Night Fox version 3, and the Cobra Basilisk. Now, this is an awesome looking vehicle, but it has one flaw, and that is the front of it right there, the gas cans. You just shoot those and boom! But it is pretty cool that it has an open up canopy on the side with the turret right there. Then we have the Rock Slide ATV, it came with Dusty. Now there's an Arctic version of this also, which is the key with Frostbite. And they're pretty cool vehicles. Then we have the Mopar, which came with the Terra Viper. These are on this because they go in the ground and they attack the pit in the middle of the desert, so they're desert vehicles. I mean, I can't see working through a city like in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then we have the Mobile Pit. Now, I don't know if this ever comes to the line, but it would be an awesome HasLab. It's a pretty cool vehicle. It came with General Hawk version 3, and it's opened up into an awesome base. Then we have the Armored Panther. This one came with the Snake Shark armor, and it came with this came with Starship Thunderblast. And it's the desert colors, desert themed colors. Now, when it comes to desert vehicles, I have 3 criteria for desert vehicles, and they only need one of these. The color has to be brown tan, or they have to be made by desert, or they have to be seen in the desert in an episode or comic books. These are the only ones that I know of that have been all that. Then we have the Renegade Warthog with Desert Camouflage. This is part of 2006 Convention exclusive. No figures included, but it was for the Renegades. It's a pretty cool vehicle. This one actually was a floating vehicle and then APC. Then we have a Desert Coyote, and there's 2 versions of Desert Coyotes, 2 color variations. One's a dark brown and the other one's a tan. This one came with double clutch, and the other one came with Wakando. I'll show them both off. But this basically opposite camo. Then we have the Desert Humvee. It came with Duke in 2004. And there's a couple of versions of there's three versions of the Hummer that came out totally uh, in the GI Joe line. And this is the other version of the Coyote. This was given with Kondo. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. It holds two characters, one in the seat, one in the back. Then we have a full-screen transport. It came out of the Spy Troops line in 2004. It has a StarTech technology and movable spy craft and firing missiles. It opens up kind of like the ice saber in the back and pops up. This is the Sand Razor. It came with Dusty. It holds two characters on it also. One in the cockpit, one in the top there. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. I like this one a lot. I think it'd be a good little dune buggy that comes to the line. And there's a lot of Dustys out there, so who knows what we can get. Yeah, Ethan holds three characters. One in the cockpit and two on top. Then we have a night attack chopper. This one is a desert theme. This is the camo on it. And it was seen in the Valor vs. Venom. No, Spy Troops line. Then we have the Brawler, which is another version of the Heron. And this one is just camo, desert camo. Then we have the Desert Apache, which is part of the Science Fighters line series, and it barely fits G.I. Joe's. Like the arm has to stick out of the side of it. But I mean, it had a sound gimmick, and then we have the headquarters. Now, this version of the headquarters, I would say, is desert because the front of it is dirt and ground. I mean, it could work for any environment, but I would say this would be a good one for a desert also. And it folds up. It's a pretty cool little base. Now, I'm not saying any that are coming to the line. I'm just saying they have potential to come to the line. Some of them don't even have that, but they are desert vehicles and desert themed stuff that we could show off. Then we have the Patriot. This was, I had as a kid. It was a lot of fun. Four or five, I think four guys. No, three guys. Uh, One in the cockpit and then two on the side. Oh, no, if a cannon was up, you do four, but the cannon's always no way. So then we have the hammer, which this could be a desert vehicle. I mean, it would work. This one I would probably fear it has to be a HasLab, even though I wouldn't want it to be a HasLab. But there's rumors about this being a HasLab, and I don't think this should be a HasLab. I think this should be just a standard release, a post exclusive. Then we have the Mean Dog, which this would be a HasLab worthy vehicle, in my opinion. It has three sections on it: the front, the back, and the cannon. And That's the back right there, the cannon, and you can almost separate it. That's the front, and then you can combine that together. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. It holds five, six, seven or eight characters on it. Then we have a Desert Fox, which is a cool vehicle. It could come to the line if they wanted to do another Jeep for us. Um, it would be an awesome little vehicle. It doesn't need to be hazard. It's only a tiny bit bigger than a vamp, so it could come to the line. And the way it's made, I think it'd be about the same amount of plastic because the back of it's cut out, so just add extra wheels on the back, and you got the Desert Fox. Pretty cool little vehicle, and the characters need to come with it. Skid marks. I no, I don't know about that though. Then we have the Mobile Command Center, another desert-based vehicle, with steamroller. Came out in 1988. And continued domestically in 1989. And discontinued. But they came out again, I believe, later on. But it's a pretty cool vehicle, and I did not see it ever come to the line because even this one was kind of flimsy. They only had a re-engineer this to make it stronger, and it'd be way too heavy. And I don't think it'd be worth it. I don't think 3D printer would ever do this either because of how flimsy it would be. Then we have a Crossfire. I put this on here because I didn't know where else to put this. It comes with Rumbler, and I know it's a remote control vehicle, but it's a dune buggy, and dune buggies are out in the desert. So, I mean, would you guys want this if it didn't have the remote control to it? Let me know in the comments below. It's a pretty cool little vehicle. Then we have the Conquest X30 Desert Camo. We would need the first Conquest before we got this. And we need a Patrol Patrol Conquest before we got this. So, we'll see if we ever get to this point. But, it is a cool, camo on here. And it comes with Ace. Then we have the Eagle Hawk. Now, the Eagle Hawk and Tomahawk are basically the same vehicle. They are desert vehicles. This one came with Lift Ticket version 3. The original one came with Lift Ticket version 1. And they are just the same vehicle, different names. I just wanted to go over it because there is no difference between them whatsoever. Maybe the color is a little different, but it's the same as that vehicle. Then we have the Arm Striker with leather neck. This one is the Desert Camo colored version, and so is leather neck version 6. It's a pretty cool vehicle. I can't wait to get the Arm Striker in the classified line. And there's a lot of variations of the Arm Striker we could potentially get. Then we have the Mauler. The Mauler MBT tank. Man battle tank. Came with heavy metal. This was a desert vehicle. Now, the person that made the USS flag for classified scale, he is making one of these right now, and I think I can talk about it now because he advertised it, so I think it's fair to say he is making this, and it should be out in the next couple weeks. About 3 weeks, I think. Oh, to pre-order. He's gonna pre-order them, and I believe he has major plans for this. So I don't want to give away anything, but this is coming to the 3D printing line for classified. Then we have a Slugger version 3. This one came with Gun Ho. I say this is desert colors brown. Um, so that's why I added it to the list. I think it's a cool vehicle, and I wouldn't mind having the sucker in the line. I know it only seats one character, but it'd still be a cool vehicle. Then we have the Locust. This is the desert version of the Dragonfly. Um, I guess they lost the name to Dragonfly for a little while, so they had to use Locust. Or Locust was about to expire, so they had to use that. But yeah, this is just a desert version of the Dragonfly. Then we have the Ram Cycle with Sandstorm from Rise of Cobra. This is a desert version of the Ram Cycle. Same Ram Cycle, different colors. Looks cool and round though. It'd be great for Dusty. Then we have a Dusty Striker. I don't really have a good photo of it except for this one. This one came with Flint. This is the best picture I have of it. But yeah, it's another Jeep. Then we have the Vamp Mark II with Clutch version 2. Now, I have a feeling that we are getting another Vamp next year. I think it's going to be the Arctic Vamp because we're getting an Arctic Stinger. And I think that'd be an easy repaint for them, which would make us have another, maybe an Arctic Clutch. But I have a feeling it might be the version 2 of the Vamp for the Arctic. But it's still a great vehicle, and I hope it comes to the line eventually. I love the Vamp and all its forms, so. And this is another version of the Mark II, the Mailway version on the right. And now the Mailway version on the left. Then we have the Van Mark II multi-purpose attack vehicle. Came out on the 50th anniversary with the Flint and the Night Raft in the EO version 7. Yeah, this one was danger at the docks. This is a desert vehicle, but it is it came out with a raft, battling a raft. I didn't understand that at all, but it's still a cool vehicle. This was a slightly different, darker color and different tampos on it. Then we have a Scorpion. This is the Cobra vehicle, and it came in two variations: tan and black, and black and tan. Then we have the Cobra Basilisk. This is the version of the Snowcat. And it came with the Aero Troopers, Chuckles, Elite Horseman, and Night Fox against the Foe Striker. Then we have a strange one, a Sand Serpent. It is the Rise of Cobra version of the Night Raven. This was the Night Raven version 2. And it came with Star Viper version 2. Cool camo. I just not sure that would actually do any good in the desert. And that should be it. Yeah, that's it, guys. That ends. I think that ends it. I think no. We got the Desert Hiss. Yeah, this is the Desert Hiss. There's two versions of the Desert Hiss. There's this one and this one. They both come with one go with a Pit Viper and one go with a Neo Viper. These were showing up in the in one of the animated movies, I think it was the Sky Troops line, and they would actually dig underground and come up. I don't know how that worked, but they have drills on the front, so I guess, I mean. Then we have the Cobra Desert Hiss version 5. Now, this is a brown hiss. It's a dark brown hiss, so it's hard to tell, but it is dark brown. And there's a black version and a red version of that hiss too. Alright, I believe that is everything for Desert Theme. Alright guys, what is your favorite version of desert vehicles in the line that I showed off today? And let me know if you want to see any of those vehicles in the line. This is Triple C. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Triple C signing off. Cobra! Bye guys.